Real-life historical hero Grace O Malley springs to life in Morgan Llywelyn's novel Grania, the Pirate Queen. It tells the tale of the female pirate who dared to challenge the Queen of England when the survival of Ireland was at stake. The story has been adapted for theatre by the producers of Riverdance. Welcome, Morgan.
It's lovely to be here.
Describe your hero Grace O Malley. What was so different about her?
She was an outrageous woman for any age. She was born the daughter of a chieftain in County Mayo on the west coast of Ireland in the 16th century, born the same year as Queen Elizabeth. In her early life, apparently, she was quite handsome to look upon. In later years, the English who hated and feared her described her as stout of heart and evil. There is a portrait of her in Ballynahinch Castle in County Mayo that shows her sitting at a table. She has jet black hair, parted in the middle, flowing on both sides. She's wearing a white shirt, and on her arm from wrist to elbow on one arm are Spanish gold bracelets, obviously loot she took in her pirate raids. Sitting on the table in front of her are two items, a pewter tankard and a pistol, and she's looking right out at you. She was a scary woman. She commanded her own ships for 40 years, was a leading pirate captain, not like any other female pirate who usually sailed with their men. Grania's ships were hers. She was twice imprisoned by the English, twice married, once widowed, once divorced her husband. She was an amazing woman.
Tell us what role love plays in this story of warriors and warships.
She came from an era when romantic love was not part of the Irish culture. That said, she surely was not celibate. She had at least 3 children. She had 2 husbands. She had one lover that she rescued off a beach and kept for a while until he was slain. And I also created a second fictional lover for her simply because people grow out of their time and place. She spent 40 years at sea. Whoever was her first mate at sea must have had a close relationship with her, intellectual bond, career bond, whatever. And it seemed logical to me that there would be more to it than that. And I don't think you can talk about a character in history and their life without talking about those relationships.
This is your 15th novel.
If I find an exciting story to tell, it's easy. And people say you must do a lot of research. It's the research that fuels me. It's the things I learn in doing the research that get me excited, because I want to reach out and grab someone and say, let me tell you what I just discovered. And I never get tired of it. I love it.
How do you see Grania being portrayed on stage?
The producers are the people who did Riverdance, and they have a great sense of character and emotion and Irishness. Great music by the men who wrote Les Miserables and Miss Saigon. Phenomenal dancing by Riverdance people. It's a rollicking sea shanty of a play. It's an exciting, thunderous, good fun play with a dark thread running through it, because there's a dark thread running through Grania's life. So it has all of the elements that are necessary, I think, for a classic stage musical.
What do you hope readers will take away from Grania, the Pirate Queen?
An excitement, because her story is so visually and physically and emotionally exciting. And I hope they will be rooting for her all the way through.
The spirit of Ireland comes alive in the spectacular hero Grace O Malley. Grania, the Pirate Queen, is a turbulent 16th century tale of valour and passion. This novel is spellbinding from start to finish.